It's another beautiful day to be a Raider. Draped in the silver and black. I represent the shield. I represent the swords. It's that time of night again, Raider Nation. And you've come back. Why? Because it's time. It's time to bring them.
What's up, Raider Nation? I am the Commish, coming to you live from Hardcore Challenge Live Studios, deep behind the enemy line. This is Raider Reaction, featuring the Raider Nation Report, full breakdown of Week 1, and everything silver and black. Let's get it.
They love their speed in Oakland. See if he gets a chance. Oh, they come on with an onside kick. And it's recovered by Luani right away.
And who thought this was going to happen, man? You come out with an onside kick the first freaking play, trying to roll the dice against the silver and black. What were you thinking? What were you thinking? And then we come out and go right to AC/DC. And then we got beast mode, baby. Did Marshawn not look good? What did I say? It's not going to be about the yards Marshawn has. It's about the impact Marshawn will have on the game. It's not about the stat line. And our new toy. Gotta like the new toys. Jared Cook, baby. You gotta like the new toys. And look at this. Come on. What about this play? What about this play? AC freaking DC. Not only are they my favorite quarterback wide receiver combination, I went out and drafted them 1 and 2 in my fantasy league, and every time they score, it's a double tap for me, baby. Love it. But, I mean, talk about the will. Spinning out, posting up with the hand, ball on the ground, spinning out, fighting, never stop. I mean, just look at this. The awareness to never stop. Tucks it back up and keeps fighting.
You don't see a forearm, you don't see... They're actually just looking to see if
that's good stuff, man. That's just good stuff.
No, he's not down. That's going to... After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is confirmed.
Touchdown. Raiders.
Here's Giorgio Tavecchio.
Tavecchio. Can we say enough about Giorgio, baby? It ain't delivery. It's DeGiorgio.
And then went to Cal. He's been waiting for this chance for about 4 years, and it bounces right off. Down a quick 7, and
here we go. Actually, the defense was not bad. Was not bad as a whole for the game. Was not bad as a whole. The defense actually played fairly well. Right there, Bruce getting his hand on it, man. Getting his hand on it.
They got Henry in the game as well on 3rd down. Mariota with time and an open man, and it's caught.
They found a little soft spot there, and you know, I thought as a whole though for the game, the defensive backs did pretty well. We heard all the hype about Mariota and how they were going to run us. I don't feel like that was quite the case. And I think we deserve the cred. I think we deserve some respect. It took a minute for our defense to set in. This first drive when they answered. They pushed us around a little bit.
Henry on the left side, wide. 2nd and 8, incomplete. Across the middle, they were trying to hit Decker. His first snap, he's lined up wide to the right. On 3rd and 8, as Mariota fires it.
And see that this play right here, even when I was watching it, I was like, you know, there's sometimes there's nothing you can do because he was there, man. That was good defense. That's just a good pass and a good catch. And sometimes there's nothing you can do.
Right, 10th play of this first series of the season for Tennessee. 2nd and 9 carry, and it is stuck.
Vanderdoes played well this game. Keep an eye on him when defense is going. Vanderdoes played very well.
They'll try to do it again. 3rd and 7. Mariota down the field, and that is Davis.
Again. He's there. That's just a beautiful play and a beautiful catch. There's sometimes you just can't defend that. Now this BS here, this can't happen. This BS can't happen. We can't get beat on a freaking quarterback bootleg and our safety gets plowed. That can't happen. You've got to know Mariota's a scrambling quarterback and you've got to be prepared for that. That was unacceptable. That shouldn't have been that easy.
1-1 on another onside kick here. Not this time. So Suckup delivers the touchback. Now, by the way, the last team to open the season with an attempted onside kick, the Eagles in 2000, with Lynch, the running back.
The Eagles in 2000 last team. So here we go with beast mode again. I mean, Marshawn, like I said, man, it's just the impact of having Marshawn out there, Marshawn on the team, Marshawn on the sidelines. It's impact, man. It's impact. I tell you what, DC was thinking AC all day. He wanted Coop every time he was dropping back.
It is caught by Cook here in Tennessee.
Now, Cook, I wanted to see how we were going to use Cook. Here's a nice little end around. Getting the ball into Patterson's hands any way we can. But now I like the way we used Cook. I wanted to see how we were going to use him. He's my number 2 tight end on my fantasy team. And I wanted to see how we were going to use him. I like the way we used him in this game. And I think against the Jets, oh my God. If you've got Raiders on your fantasy football team, you start them against the Jets and you start all of them. It is going to be a statistical juggernaut. This was just a little miscommunication, and they knew it as soon as it happened.
Communication for these two who know each other so well. In a stance here, as the Titans rush 4, Carr's pass.
Look at this. That was, I mean, talk about having faith. I mean, Carr was throwing fades all over the field. It was crazy the amount of fade patterns they throw. The respect that he has for his wide receivers to just go up and get it from somebody anytime, anywhere is just insanity.
Now Jackson's
so many weapons at his disposal. Crabtree. The ageless Crabtree. Look at that, man. God. And he's our 2.
Cyprian, there is a flag back near the line of scrimmage.
Something wrong here. There is no foul for the illegal formation. The player was 86, not 66.
Thank you. They actually picked one up on us. You believe that, Raider Nation? Mark your freaking calendar.
And that's Lynch for about 5 more.
Beast mode. So I'm telling you, man.
About 2 is Ty Smith held on.
Safety blitz off the edge. He changed the play.
The give is to Lynch up the middle and push back short by a yard. Now what do you do?
This is going to be interesting.
Now this was big, man. This was all Marshawn Lynch. He was not going to be denied. They got him at the first, when he was getting the ball, they were at his ankles. He was not going to be denied. This was all Marshawn Lynch getting this first down.
That's not a big loss of a step.
Cyprian led all safeties and tackles last year in the league. And it is a first down. And Cyprian stepping up. In the pass, you had and it was off the hands.
You got to catch that, Coop. You got to catch that, man. That was a slant. That was a touchdown right there.
Here's the pass. Carr is knocked down.
Now this one, when you watch the replay, man, Coop had it, and the guy gets his hand up inside of it and knocks it out.
So out of the gun. the hands of Cooper. It had been deflected. Other than Janikowski.
A deflected pass on the third one. Now I know we're all going to question. The first thing all of us say
The second time
is why did we not hand it off to Beast Mode down there one time? Well, I think you basically, like you'd seen in the first two drives there, that Carr was feeling it with Coop, man. And he wanted to feed him, and he just thought there was no way you were going to stop him all three times. It just happened. In hindsight, yeah, it's always 20-20. And I think next time, Beast Mode gets the ball down there. But I think they thought they had the matchup. And they were going to roll with it.
3 for 3 on third down the first drive. Here they go again. And it's the rookie with the catch and trying to fight for that yardage and denied.
Did you see Vanderdoes on the move up the middle there? Big move up the middle for Vanderdoes. Got shot on the quarterback again.
Jalen Richard is back. Grabs it at the 15. That it goes out.
We can't have that either, man. Those are the simple plays that screw you. You cannot mess up on special teams. Those are gimmies.
It's the carry by Washington. And that's good for only one.
Now here I don't understand why a lot of the second quarter we didn't see Beast Mode again. I don't quite understand that.
First down. What's up? Washington, the running back. It's about the 32 and a gain of 3.
But unless they're just easing him into,
rushing forward.
First game. Again, Cook, man. I liked Cook in this game. I liked how we mixed him in.
They got him low after a gain of only 2. 5 wides again.
Pretty. Crabtree, man. The hands we got, the over 1,000-yard duo last season.
Again, early contact.
This is all Richard in Washington here in the second quarter.
You feel like you got to score. Play action.
Now this is something I don't like to see, man. We get back-to-back sacks here that absolutely kill this drive. And this was a drive that we could have put this game up by 10 early. And I don't know what happened to our offensive line here, but we just freaking caved at a very inopportune time. And that's something that we just can't have happen. We can't have hits on our CEO. But the King, baby, the King, dropping dime down there on the 1. That was the Marquette King, best damn punter in the league. He just needs to shut his mouth a little bit, but he's the best damn punter in the league.
After a gain of 3. Give again is to Henry. He's able to just.
Well, I hope you're right, Mindy. I hope you're right. You might be right too, because I think it's just a matter of them easing him in. They wanted to make sure they had him full beast mode late in the game. Now you just can't give this pass up, man. When you've got them pinned in the end zone, you just can't give that pass up.
And Henry back in there. The ball carrier for 2. Trying to get the backup involved. 2nd and 8.
Again, that's BS, man. That is twice. We gave up 1 for a touchdown. You know Mariota's a rushing quarterback. There's no way he should be getting lanes like that. No way. Somebody should be dropping him.
Key wide receiver number 13 in the slot to the left. Here's a 2nd and 10. Sideline they go. Short game.
Now Sean Smith. Man, say what you want to say about Sean Smith.
He picks up 4 right in front of Sean Smith.
But he played well this game. He did not look bad. Sean Smith actually played very, very well. He did not look bad in this game at all.
Walker's first catch goes for a first. Takes to Henry. He's looking down the field and goes middle. It goes to Davis with the first at the 27.
Davis had a good game, man. He had a good game.
Gotta pay now as it's Henry. Stepping out. Had a good block by Josh Klein. What did you see there?
Take your time as an offense.
Yes, Mac played the whole game.
Gets out of the 9-yard line. Dolphins have a chance. First and goal from the 8. Trying to sidestep the hit of Joseph, but unable to wiggle out of it. Picks up 2. Play action, looking right, going to the end zone.
Big play right there. Big play by Carl Joseph. Just goes up and just swats that thing away. Big play.
Slides over and able to slip out of
Nice pressure. Good contain. He ain't getting there. He ain't getting there.
Gary tied the 50.
That was a nice defensive stand right there. Our defense came up big. We bowed, but we did not break. And that was a big defensive stand right there.
Just because it's 2-2 now, you have over a minute and 20. It's a touchback. Out to the 25.
But they're going to do it in a safe manner.
DC again. Look at that. Did you see that stiff arm, man? Crabtree, he come up, that dude didn't even get a hand on him. Crabtree planted him on his ass right there where he caught the ball.
Comes a blitz. Morgan coming after him and actually was fired.
Crab again.
Crabtree stepping out after the completion.
Here we go. Nick LeBeau's going to come after him.
2nd and 2. Byard rushing again.
Little dump over.
And they knew they was coming after
Look at that. That's just pretty. That's just good quarterback awareness right there.
Down to the 39. And kept in the field. A play by Jackson who made the tackle this time.
As a guy back, if it doesn't get there, they know he's not their normal kicker.
DeVecchio's kick on the
It's
way.
not delivery. It's DeGiorgio.
Right down the
Money
from
again.
52.
That kid was ice, man. Ice. Straight ice.
Turnovers. And DeVecchio earns the
What a
touchback.
great story that
And now
kid is.
Mariota comes out. He got out here as they pitch it to Henry. He's got 5, shoved out by Lee. He slides on the sideline. Same goes for the Raiders. There are only 2 penalties called back in that first half total. There's a little dump off pass.
Only 2 penalties in the whole first half. That's insanity, isn't it?
2 to go. That's Taylor, who they give it to. The rookie's got the first.
Look at the little tricky play there.
Quickness. A little shuffle pass from Mariota to Taylor. Picks up the first down of the gain of 10. First down. Mariota well protected. It's a dump off pass to Murray, and the rookie Markel Lee wraps him up after 4.
Markel Lee did not have a bad game. I tell you what, our defense as a whole, guys, you should feel positive how they looked. I mean, we bent but not break when we got down there. Some big plays were made. Some big stops were made. There's obviously things we need to fix. But right there, Mariota was going to run, man. And Reggie Nelson shut him down right there. Right there, almost got the block.
Got it away. Flies to the 15. Richard picks it up on the bounce.
Richard, that's a little more sure-handed that time.
Signed him in the offseason.
Every turn, illegal block in the back.
Oh, he looks sharp, Daniel. He looks sharp. That's right, Josh. Only 1.
First down.
They did well. The defense did not play bad. I know that's all of Raider Nation's biggest concern.
What a catch, but did he have the feet down? No.
I mean, Coop, man.
Cooper.
I'm telling you, they just had a thing going, and he just wanted to feed him. Look at it. You can just tell. As soon as Beast Mode gets the ball in his hands, he's just running like, God, I always want to hit somebody.
Lynch with 7 carries for 36 yards.
Look at that. Knocked out of his hands. Dang. That was a nice back shoulder throw by Carter, though. Only where his receiver was going to catch that. That was just good defense.
His leg. And he does so. Back to the 26. It's Jackson.
Look at that. Patterson, you were not getting around him, man. That was nice.
Illegal block in the back. Receiving team, number 14. 10-yard penalty. Chelsea keeps the ball. First down.
Well, they did it. That's what the penalty was. And the Titans start at the 20, but could have been a call against the Raiders as well. As Murray is met by Mack, who's got a second tackle here in the quarter for a loss. Able to get him and put up a loss for the second straight play. Mariota. Receiver fell down. Decker on the way in the first 6 minutes of the third quarter. Not deep. Richard, fair catch at the 37.
Here we go. Let's see what we can do here.
Great to have you. Kickoff weekend. It's Lynch.
Beast mode again. Always moving forward, man. You never got to worry about Marshawn Lynch getting pushed back. He's always moving forward.
Casey getting a handful of plays off. And Petrie is able to bobble it and secure it, but for no gain.
They did. I agree. That's a great comment. That this was a big time rushing offense, and we took that away from them today. On this game, we took that away from them. That was a nice play right there. Another nice play. The fake. Screen to Marshawn. Beast mode. It's always driving, man. Contact and them legs start churning, baby.
Out there helping lead the way for a gain of 16. He answering the questions for you. Can you sit out that long and still play? Oh, and look at that. Look at that move after the incompletion by Lynch.
Little front flip action there from Beast mode.
39 coming up. The wides. Richard, the running back. Here's Carr. Wins it. Has it. To Cooper. And another first, but we've got a flag out.
Illegal use of hands. Offense. Hands to the face. Offense number 61. 10-yard penalty. Replay. Third down.
All on the...
Oh, there we go.
Here's Carr.
Freaking pass interference, BS.
The yardage to put him in field goal range. He only got to go out to 39. They mark it actually.
Oh, the Jets are in big trouble, Mike. Big trouble. And if you guys haven't checked out the week 2, this was BS, man. When you look at this, was not the 5-yarder. This should have been the 15. This should have kept the drive going. I mean, you have to allow them to have a clear area to land with the plant foot. He was not allowed a clear area to land with the plant foot. This should have been a 15-yarder. That was BS.
Easily enough distance. And now 2 field goals.
It's DeGiorgio
52 yards out.
again, delivering.
And Jackson will not think about running that one out. Started with Trolley running into the punter that gave him the 5 yards to bring out to Vecchio. That's Matthews, thrown down by Perry. 11 yards on 8 carries in this game. They go to him.
Good job. That's well done. Getting shotgun, hand it off, make it look like pass.
With 5 wides.
There we go. Drops it right in between 2 double coverage there. Between Adams and Joseph. Found the soft spot in the coverage there. Mariota's starting to deal it a little bit here. He's starting to feel it a little bit.
About 4 out, 2nd and 6. From the Oakland 36.
They started to get a little. This is when they started to. We're starting to get a little concerned here. I started to see the defense starting to give up a little more than I wanted to see, but they were resilient though. So I said they bowed but did not break. Another big play by Mack. I mean, that guy's just always around the ball. Nice, sure tackle by Joseph. Keeps him short of the sticks. Big play, big play. And this was another big play. That kid right there, Nicholas Morrow, man, comes in, wins himself a job. Big play on the first day on the job. Gotta love it, man. Gotta love it. That's a big-time play right there. A big-time moment in the game. They get a touchdown right there. They take the lead. And this game's a whole different landscape coming into the fourth.
Kicking team, number 23, 53. 5-yard penalty after dead ball spot. First down.
They take the 5 yards to put the ball at the 30. Catch and splitting the defenders is Cook. Is it? Spinning and driving.
Beast move.
Well, you kept saying, "Oh, we didn't far off."
Beast move. That's all you gotta say.
They want to get up on the ball. They're going to be aggressive on this drive.
Beast mode, just putting people down, running over people.
They feel the sense of urgency on this.
So I said impactful. It ain't all about stats. It's about helping impose will.
And pass a little too steep. Cooper, or if you will, there's a 37, 36. Gets it right on the first down yardage to Richard. This one's really close. It'll be Washington. Going up top instead.
Oh, look at it. I mean, that's what I'm talking about. The fades. He was throwing them all over. What respect and just, you just know they're going to be there for you. Seth Roberts. 3 years in a row, Seth Roberts has scored on the Titans. Seth Roberts owns the Titans. Seth Roberts has the Titans. He's property of Seth Roberts. All the Titans players had jerseys, t-shirts in their lockers. When they came to the locker room, they said, property of Seth Roberts. You are all officially property of Seth Roberts. He owns the Tennessee Titans.
That's the drive that I always felt like. He's going to launch another kick.
Telling you. And I said it. We are now 10-0 when Seth Roberts catches a touchdown. 10-0. That was craziness. I ain't gonna lie, that was craziness.
Ex-U.S. Nationals. Play action. And the Titans quickly get the ball on the open side of the field with Walker for 57 yards. At the 48.
Sean Smith again. I mean, Sean Smith had a solid game. Sean Smith had a solid game. Obviously, a complete miscommunication there.
Almost intercepted. Reggie Nelson very nearly with the theft. In his Titans debut, 3 for only 10.
I thought he had a chance, but sorry, you ain't Marquette King. You ain't dropping dimes on the one.
Side, and he swarmed just barely past the line of scrimmage. Trying to read it. Gets it away quickly to Washington. And Jackson's over there quickly, as well as Brown. We approach 9 minutes to go. Across the middle. First down on a whole lot more.
Coop again. AC/DC again.
Coming over to help out. Hand the ball off here, don't you? Yep. Especially with this guy. There he is. Tries to spin out of it. And a hard-fought one for Lynch.
You just don't knock beast mode backwards. Even when you don't get nothing, he's moving forward.
Limited into 7 games. Here goes Lynch again for about 3 this time. Here comes the nickel off the slot right here. Pass is thrown away. The LeBeau blitz, force card unloaded quickly.
So you got 7 minutes left.
Okay, Raiders departing.
Up by 10.
7 minutes. King.
They were getting pressure on our punter all game.
But it sails into the end zone for a touchback.
Tony Romo did do a solid job in the announcer's booth. The fact that I forgot it was Tony Romo 99% of the time is a good thing. It never focused in on the fact that it was him. The announcer should just not really be part of the game, and he really wasn't. And that's a good thing. You should not be distracting, and you should not pull any spotlight towards yourself. You should just be informative. And, you know, what's up, CL?
Of Davis.
Thank you all for joining me on a new format.
And it's recovered by Klein.
Raider Nation Report on Tuesdays, as we will be giving you the full condensed breakdown, rolling through the game, and then we'll flip out here once this breakdown is over. It lasts about 35 minutes or so, which isn't my whole show, so you know you still get your typical Raider Nation Report, but you get the whole replay of the footage as well. As a flag, you're not allowed to body slam him, unfortunately. Now, there was a day you could do that, but that day is not now. You can't body slam him as much as it was a beautiful move. And it sure show of power, and I loved it. It's still a penalty.
Stepping up, going long with it. To Walker, and he's out of bounds.
Well, that was a hell of a catch. I ain't gonna lie. He's out of bounds. That was a hell of a catch.
Second and 10.
David's like, I already watched this like over and over again.
The direction of John New Smith. 2 scores. So
Now, we don't know that yet, Terry. He may be on the injury report this week.
52, but Mariota's pass in the direction of Matthews, and yes, they're immediately going
Now,
to suck up for the
Titans, all you Titans fans,
for the Titans to make it a 1-score game. Suck up
I would just like to point out the fact that we have come to your house 3 years in a row,
to send it back to the Raiders.
in your house, and whoop that ass. 3 years in a row. I just want the bit to be known. That's why we signed Cordarrelle Patterson right there.
Plays in this game today. Punt coverage and now a kick return to the left.
That's why. Because he's versatile and he's all over.
Just off left guard. It's
Look at them legs churning, man. Beast mode. You worried about him having pop?
4-yard carry.
Yeah, he's got pop.
Back to Lynch.
Ask the Titans defensive lineman who he trucked if he's got pop.
Players on him to bring him down. He's got just a gain of 3 this time. It's going to be hard. 3rd and 3. They go ground. They go Richard, and he kicks the
Jalen Rashad with the first, moving the chains, baby. Icing this thing. That's what a running game does for you. It kills games. It turns the knife. It drives it in. That's what a running game does for you. That's what beast mode does for you. It's impact. It ain't all about stats. It's about having a guy that can give you the ball and grind it out at the end of the game. That can impose will. That can take the last bit of spirit and fight out of your enemy. That's what beast mode does. Bam! And ask that guy right there. He has no will left, and he's getting up like, did somebody get the plate on that truck that just ran my ass over?
That is a play made by Morgan. Civecchio.
And
From 43 yards out.
the Giorgio again.
Down the middle again.
It's not delivery, baby. It's DeGiorgio.
He always wanted to play for the Raiders. He said Otta came out of retirement for the years.
Go for the quick field goal on the onside.
What just it was a solid. Yeah, there's things that could have been better. Yeah, we could have done this better. We could have scored more points. We could have not had the field goals. They could have been touchdowns. Yeah. You can always do better. But this is week 1. This is on the road. This is the freaking NFL, baby. And we left with a freaking W. The defense looked well. They made stops in the red zone. They made plays. The offense looked good. It was a positive win. It was a positive win.
Still second out.
So, I mean, what do you, it was a positive win.
15.
Great first game. It was a great first game.
Is it over? Now you got to get out of bounds. That's Davis. 38 seconds to go.
It's just part of being in the NFL. You got to take chances though to win.
32. Davis, that's again.
All right, don't take off. Don't leave just because this is winding down. You get the rest of the Raider Nation report as soon as this is over.
Complete.
But I'm going to take it all the way down to zeros here. Like I said, a solid overall performance.
Second field goal unit analysis for it. Suck-up. His fourth attempt of the day.
And what a way to end it up there on the Shankola. What a way to end it on the Shankola. Nice work, fellas. Nice work. There we go. So thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoy the new format we're going to bring you every Tuesday in season on the Raider Nation Report with the Commish. I hope you enjoy that format. I by the numbers, I think I would say you guys enjoyed being able to relive such a great game on Tuesday. I think you enjoyed it. So, some of you, because you saw Raider football and it drew you in. So I know some of you have probably never seen my webcasts, have not got to see Raider Reaction, but Raider Reaction is here. We don't just bring you the games. I know a lot of you have just seen me because we've been bringing you the games, have just heard me because we've been bringing you the games. But we got solid silver and black programming every single weeknight on Raider Reaction. Monday through Friday, 7 o'clock Pacific, 10 o'clock Eastern. So, every Tuesday you get the Raider Nation Report. Tomorrow, you get Ghost of the Post with Prime and the Commish, including the Prime Cut, as Prime breaks it down with whatever Prime wants to break it down about. Then on Thursday, which is now a game day, you get the Raider Nation Ricochet with myself and NorCal Raider Rick, with 30 minutes of ripping through every single hot Raider topic. Plus, you get a college football update with JP, the Raider Reaction college football guru, and then our favorite enemy fan, T-Well. And we're going to get into it this week. So you make sure you check. It's going to get ugly this week. I'm telling you, I just beat him in fantasy football. He still hasn't paid my debt. And it's going to get ugly. Ugly in week 1. Or week 2 on Franchise Face-Off. Bet that. And then on Friday, I'm going to bring you a new game. A new Silver and Black Archive classic for Black Friday. For Black Friday, we dust off vintage games every Black Friday on Raider Reaction. We play a first half of a game, then a second half the following week. We just finished up the 2002 AFC Championship game as we got ready for the Titans whipping. And ESPN's garbage, though, Bob. We can't. Their rankings mean nothing. It's some intern that just graduated college that's putting their rankings together because they fired everybody that had any knowledge or talent from that from that television station. They have nobody left. They got rid of everybody. Everybody that had any credentials or talent. When you fired John Clayton, you got nothing left. You got nothing left. John Clayton come on. John Clayton lived and breathed everything sports. That was his life, his blood. I watch NFL Network all the time. Caesar, I'm with you, man. I don't watch ESPN hardly anymore at all. I pretty much watch NFL Network religiously. If my TV's on, that's what it's on. So, like I said, it was a solid game. All around, our defense played well. Sean Smith, who was one of our biggest concerns coming in, played well. Exactly. They got C. Wood. That's part of the reason I watch too, my brother. That's part of the reason I watch. And C. Wood is he's a smart football mind, man. That is a very intelligent guy, and I appreciate and can take credit in what he has to say. Now that other schmuck that's on there, Randy Moss, he could get bent. I don't care about anything that guy has to say. He's garbage. The fact he got put in the Ring of Honor, and the fact the word honor is even beside Randy Moss's name is absolutely disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. There is no honor anywhere around, even remotely in the vicinity of Randy Moss. No honor whatsoever. Screw that guy. You got put in the ring of honor for a team that's got 0 banners hanging in their big freaking bird-killing new stadium. Congratulations. Congratulations. You got put in the ring of honor of a garbage franchise with no banners in their new stadium. Congrats. That's it. That's all you're going to get. I hope they keep you out of the Hall of Fame, too. as long as possible. I totally agree, Bert. That guy is a cancer, was a total cancer. There's not been a player that the Raiders signed in my recent memory that I was disgusted about, like I was disgusted when we signed Randy Moss. When we signed Randy Moss, I was so disgusted. There's nobody that pissed me off more of a signing than him. I was so angry. I couldn't believe we signed him. He had everything we didn't need on our team for a struggling team at the time, and we brought that cancer in. Oh, God. The fact he never got a ring just makes me smile still. You never deserved a ring. So, beautiful game. Week 1, 1-0. Like I said, now we're looking at the Jets. The Jets. Now, if you haven't checked out the pinned post on the Raider Reaction page, it is the official Week 2 hype video for the Raiders-Jets game. You get a hype video leading up to every game for Raider Reaction this season, so check that one out. Like it, share it. The official Week 2 hype video for the Raiders-Jets game, pinned on the Raider Reaction page. Check it out. Looking forward to the Jets. This is going to be ugly. If like I said earlier when we were watching the replay, if you have any Raiders players on your freaking fantasy football teams, start them, play them, every damn one. This is going to be one of those games where the stat line is just ridiculous, stupid. We are going to put up points like crazy. Did you see how good we looked against Tennessee? And we stumbled a little bit because they have a quality team and a quality defense. The Jets have quality nothing. They don't even have quality uniforms. They're garbage. Their cleats aren't even quality. There's nothing quality about that franchise. They're going to come to town and get smoked. They've just stood up a cardboard cutout of a quarterback behind their center and painted a bullseye on him. They just hope he doesn't get snapped in half so they don't have to sacrifice somebody else behind center. They want the number 1 pick and they know it. Everybody knows it. It's a total tank job by the Jets. And they're going to come in and get totally waxed. It's going to be ugly. I'm starting Derek Carr. I'm starting Amari Cooper. I'm starting Cook at tight end. And I'm starting Khalil Mack on my defense. And I got Seth Roberts on my bench. I may play him at my flex. Everybody, touchdowns for everybody. Everybody get a touchdown. That's what it's going to be like, folks. I'm telling you. Josh McCown's their quarterback. Josh McCown's been everybody's quarterback. He's got more jerseys in his closet than I have. And he's their quarterback. I mean, it ain't gonna be good. A touchdown for you, and for you, and for you. DeGiorgio, just take the day off, bro. We ain't gonna need you. We won't just go for 2 every time. We ain't even gonna need the extra points. You just take the day off. You did so good in week 1. Take week 2 off. We'll be fine without you. It's that type of game. No way this is even close. No way. No way. Oh, come on. The Jets? No way. I will give respect when respect is due. But when you cut Brandon Marshall, dump Eric Decker, dump every single quality player on your roster, and then go sign Josh McCown, get rid of the guy who'd actually given you some solid snaps at quarterback in Fitzpatrick, got rid of him too, and you bring in McCown. When you bring in a 40-year-old quarterback who's played on every team in the NFL to be your guy, I know any given Sunday. But not this Sunday. Not this Sunday, my man. Not this Sunday. They couldn't muster but 12 points against the Bills. No way. No way. This game is going to be bad, man. I'm telling you. There's not too many games that I usually feel this confident about, but it's going to be ugly. Not this Sunday. I agree with any given Sunday. And no, I'm not looking past the Jets. Absolutely not. Am I never, ever look past an opponent? I look forward and will relish in the total annihilation that we are going to put on them. And I think the Raiders, as a team, will also relish and enjoy the annihilation that they're going to put upon them. And this is just one of those games where you can sharpen your claws. And I think we're going to sharpen our claws and rip right through these guys. 2-0. We're going to Washington to take down 3-0. And then we're heading to Donkeyville. And that's our measuring block right there. I've been saying it for months. 3-0, going to Donkeyville, that's our measuring stick. That's when you're going to find out what type of team we are. Because after that, that'll be 3 out of 4 road games, and our first division matchup on the road against a rival. Then you're going to know who we are. Then our identity will be stamped. Because if we go there, we trip all over ourselves, we look like garbage, Donkeyville, it'll be a different thing. I'm telling you. Of course they're paying. The Jets pretty much might as well have went and put billboards up all over New York that says, #1 pick coming. You know, because they've done everything possible to set themselves up to tank. They looked okay. They looked okay. I'm with you, Bert. I'm right around in there. I think our first loss, we only have 1 loss going into the bye, and I think it comes in that 3-game homestand. I believe it's between the Baltimore and the Chokers game. One of those, it's gonna be one of them games where it just squeaks away at the end. And I think that's what's gonna happen there. It's gonna be one of those games that just squeaks away at the end. So, we'll see. We'll see. But Denver didn't look too bad. But then again, let's consider the opponent. Okay? Let's consider the opponent. The Chokers are not world beaters. So, we have to consider the opponent. Which is kind of the same thing I would say about us. I would like to see the Raiders get more points in week 1, but I consider our opponent. It was a quality opponent. And, you know, they made us work for it. And we worked. But, no. Well, I hope for your sake, Gabriel, it's none of them, but unfortunately, oh, Terry, oh, yes. Oh, I'd like to touch on that. Latavius Murray, how do you feel? You could have stayed. You could have been part of it. You knew that this was something that was getting built. You could have stayed. You could have been a part of this. And I got a new cup, Daniel. So you never know what's in the cup. It's a mystery. But he goes to Minnesota, and they go get Dalvin Cook. They're like, you know, he thinks he's going to be the #1 guy. They go and draft Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook comes out, looks good. It's Latavius Murray's first time he touches the ball. He puts it on the ground. Nice start, brah. Nice start. And did not look good. Chased the money, and he's never going to be the guy there. He's never going to be the guy. Dalvin Cook is going to be the guy there. He's their future. He's their future. And he probably did. He's probably like, man, DC, I made a mistake, bro. I messed up, man. How do I come back? How do I come back? Take me back, please. Please. You can't blame him for getting the money, but look at it this way. You take a little bit less cheddar and you stay with the Raiders, and you probably get strung out for a few more years, which means you get more cheddar in the long haul. Because now he went there and got his cheddar, and if he's cut at the end of this year, now he's an old running back that nobody wants. Because that's how quick it happens to running backs. You become an old running back real freaking quick. Look how long it took Adrian Peterson to get signed in the offseason. Old running backs, there ain't a strong market for them. There's not a strong market for old running backs. So, and in the NFL, you can become an old running back at like 28. So you become old real fast. And your pay scale drops quick. You thought you were going to be the guy, Latavius Murray, but when they saw Dalvin Cook that late in the draft, that was bad news for you, bro. Bad news for you. So, Jets, you're in the crosshairs. You're coming to town. Home opener. I pity you. I pity you. And I think it's going to be bad. I think we're going to grind you in that dirt all over the field. I think it's going to be ugly. I think we're going to put up a lot of points, and I think it's going to be ugly. My prediction is a slaughter. I don't even know the score, but I think it's going to be bad. I don't think it's going to be close. I think we beat them by at least 2 touchdowns. And I do believe AC/DC hooks up for 2 touchdowns this game. So, that's my prediction. I'm banking on it. I'm starting them both in fantasy, and I'm banking on it. I say, if you got a Raider on your team in fantasy football, you start them. This is going to be one of them statistical weekends that don't come around very often. It's just a matchup, and it's a bad matchup. The Raiders are coming home. A Charger troll. Chokers. A choker. Come on. Chokers sit at the kiddie table in Raider Reaction. You're not even allowed at the adult table with the rest of us. Chokers fans sit at the kiddie table. If your team has never raised a Lombardi trophy, you sit at the kiddie table. You're like the 5-year-old at a family reunion. You can be here, but you must be seen and not heard. Sit your ass at the kiddie table, Choker fan. Thanks for stopping by. Somebody give him a turkey sandwich. All right. Every time I go solo, we finish with the WTH. We got Kung Young Ho. Which is possibly one of the best names going in the NFL right now. Ko Young Ho. Possibly one of the best names going right now. If I was a Chokers fan, which there is no way in hell I would ever be, but if I was one, there would be no way in hell I would not have a Young Ho jersey. 100% I would have a Young Ho jersey. Now back to my WTH. Now, this is strictly my opinion only. And this may, I know this is a buzz topic, okay? So don't go running off. Don't go unliking the page if you don't agree with me. This is strictly my opinion. And your opinion is valid as well, because there are 2 sides to every coin. I will never come on here and tell you I'm 100% right, because I'm not. This is my opinion. Now, my opinion and my WTH. Marshawn Lynch. Beast mode. Again. We're talking about him because he decided to sit down and not stand for the national anthem. I believe in free speech. I believe in free speech to the extreme, full extent. Free speech means, and freedom of action means you have to take the good with the bad. You can't just have it the world is not black and white. The world is full of gray areas. So you can't have it your way. It's kind of like freedom of religion. You know, if you want to have Christian displays at your state house, well, then you have to have all of the other religious displays at your state house because it has to be fair. So, unfortunately, freedoms come with bad sides to the coin, too. The sitting, the kneeling, the standing for the national anthem, to me is an expression of freedom of speech. And that can never, ever be encroached upon besides by anybody. Now, Jason, that is your opinion, and you have every right to that opinion. To feel that he needs to do his jobs and he needs to be a role model for kids. But that is not his job. And nowhere in his contract does it say that he is required to be a role model to kids. Now, yes, great, it would be nice if he was. But his freedom of speech says that he's allowed to make his opinion. Just like Jason's making his and just like I make mine. We cannot agree with that. And we can choose not to agree with it. And we can choose not to buy his jersey, not to watch his games, not to buy any of his apparel, not to support anything involved with Beast. We can decide not to even support the Oakland Raiders or not even support the NFL. And that is our choice and our right because it is a free country. Just as it is his right to sit down. It is our right to not like it. But it is his right as an American to sit if he wants to. And that's how I feel about it. People died and fought for Marshawn Lynch to have the right to sit on his butt if he wants to. If he doesn't want to be a role model, he doesn't have to be. That's his choice. As much as we may all want him to be, it's still his choice. Every single person in this country has that choice on their own. And we can like it, we can not like it. But that's still his choice and his right and his freedom as an American. And it may be, Michael, it may be. And this is something a lot of people feel strongly about. But I've heard veterans on both sides of the fence. Veterans say, that is exactly what I fought for. And other veterans say, that is exactly what I fought against. It's a buzz subject. But to me, this is the greatest country in the world. And the reason it is the greatest country in the world is because schmucks like me can come on here every night and give my opinion. Guys like Marshawn Lynch can sit on their butt if they want to. Guys, we're allowed to say and do what we want as long as we cause no harm to anybody else. It's the American way. And to all those that say he can't sit down, I say, what the hell? It's un-American to tell him he can't. You may not like the fact that he isn't, but you cannot tell him he can't. That's un-American. You may not like the fact that he doesn't do it, but you can't tell him he can't. That's against everything the red, white, and blue is about. It just is. Thanks for joining me. Hope you like the new format for the Raider Nation Report on Tuesdays. By the numbers, I think you did. So, see you tomorrow for Ghost of the Post with Prime and the Commish as we will rip through all of the hot league topics and get you ready for the start of week 2 on Thursday. So tune in tomorrow. I'm out. Peace. Love. Raider Nation.